This is Blue Lake. Good morning, it is day 155 and that's another pretty lake. This is a nice area. I camped by the last lake. Yeah, yesterday was a good day. Started off with a huge kill, 3,000-foot climb, which went really easy. Yesterday was one of those days where it just flew past. So I'd be looking at my watch and suddenly it was time for another snack, and yeah, the time just disappeared. Once we came down a little bit from that big hill, we're along the edge of a cool lava field. Couldn't see too much of it because of the trees, and it was a lava field that was actually covered in vegetation and trees. And then I got to a car park and there was trail magic. A cowboy and his son were there. Yeah, it's great. And Lemonade was also there, who I'd met the previous day. And then continued on. Didn't see very many people at all until got to one of the lakes, and suddenly there was a whole lot of people. Near the end of the day, my left shin started hurting, so I stopped a little earlier at a Blue Lake, and it was really crowded. Lots of people, so trying to find a campsite was difficult, but I found one tucked away from everyone else. Had a bit of a smell. I think it was these massive dead toadstools, but I got used to it. Two guys came crashing down past my tent. It was the faintest of animal trails which they'd decided to take, and despite being very obvious my tent was there, managed to trip over one of my corner guy lines, and the peg just disappeared. The three of us searched for quite a while trying to find it. So the guy gave me one of his pegs. He was very apologetic, and I said, well, I meant internally, how could you miss the big tent in front of you? But no, I reassured the guy, look, things happen, don't worry about it. And he'd given me one of his spare pegs. Yeah, he'd done everything he could. This morning, packing up, there was the peg in the bushes, about 1.5 meters away. I thought I'd just run my eye over one more time, and it was there. So I didn't see where they camped, so I left the peg in the middle of the path, so they'll see it when they get up in the morning. What else? Right, today. So today, potentially, in 6 miles is trail magic. There were people there yesterday, and they thought they were going to stay one more day. So potentially, might have some more trail magic, which would be nice. But today it's 20 miles to get to the road, fire service road number 23, where I need to go into Trout Lake, the town of Trout Lake. I had a look at my gear, and I would be 1 day short to get through, well, 1.5 days short to get through to the next leg, and I'd rather not go for a day and a half without food, so I have to go in. Apparently there's a shuttle that goes in from the trailhead 5 times a day, so hopefully I'll manage to get lucky and time it for one of the shuttles. If not, I end up getting the last shuttle, stay the night in town, come back in the morning. Yeah, I keep telling myself there's no rush. My current rough schedule still has a couple of reserve days in it. So I think I've got 3 or 4 reserve days. So yeah, absolutely no rush. And I'll take it easy today, just to try and keep that shin thing away. So far I can't feel it at all, which is good, but it's down hills that triggers it, so yeah, just keep an eye on it. It's still beautiful forest and lovely with all these lakes as well. Unfortunately, my shin issue is back. I started to, it got to the stage where it was hurting a little bit. I've really loosened off my laces even more, and it died down for a bit. So now I can feel it, but it's not hurting, which is the key difference from before I loosened the laces. Very frustrating. If it doesn't go away, I may need to take a 0 in Trout Lake. Just give it a little bit of time to recover before continuing on. Just met 2 ladies. They're doing a section walk from, where was it? Oh, White's Pass through to Cascade Locks, I think they said. One of the ladies said she's just watched my one of my videos before she came on, so asked for a photo. I'm getting used to that now. I mean, I think it's great that people are enjoying my videos, so I have no issues with stopping and taking a photo of that. It's yeah, nice talking to them. They said there's about 4 or 5 people ahead of me on the trail, and that the trail magic is still there, and that they've got lots of charging stations and lovely breakfast. So I am around 2 miles away, I think. So that's something nice to look forward to. That's one of the older markers, that one. Nice little open part out of the forest. Blueberries are off to the sides. It doesn't look like there's many berries left on them. They're still a lot taller than the ones from Norway. Where there's some flowers. Little lupins. Just nice to be in different terrain for a little bit. Looking forward to Goat Rocks. Everyone's talking about Goat Rocks, and I know I'm getting good views from there. That's why I'm inclined to take the extra 0 and let my leg come right, because I really want to enjoy Goat Rocks without worrying about an injury. So here's a close-up with the trail magic. So there's soft drinks in there, some hygiene stuff in here, garbage, recycling. There's a neat fire with chairs, and
Hornet.
This is Hornet
And Shady.
and Shady. Coming across, here are the Trail Angels. We have Coach, who is a chef, hence the fantastic food. And the helper, and Isaacs.
Isaacs, yep, the helper. I just stand around.
He's the host, who's been absolutely wonderful, forcing the food into us, and wow, it's the best coffee I think I've had in this country. Because you know my thoughts on American coffee. There's fruit,
The third guy's gone.
hash browns, there's the coffee in a genuine cowboy coffee thing. Some more hikers here enjoying the hospitality. It is amazing. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Welcome, very welcome.
Okay, so I'm shirtless. I'm not a through hiker. I'm a section hiker down in Oregon and Washington, and love to do trail magic for all of the through hikers. So we've been doing this for 3 years, and just love experiencing the trail for just absorbing it from everybody that's coming through.
Thank you very much. So he's one of the 3 wise men who are running this fantastic trail magic. Wow. I think that was the best trail magic I have had outside of the organised hiker heaven. Wow, that was really impressive. They just had thought of everything. The food was amazing, and they're just such lovely guys as well. Wow, brilliant. So it looks like the bubble from Cascade Locks has started coming through now. So I'm leaving just as a whole lot of people are starting to arrive. Oh, here's their sign. I couldn't even wait to get to the proper turn off. I went back to the road. Alright, so now I have 14 miles to go to get to the road. There's a shuttle at, I think, 2:30, or was it 4, somewhere around then, which I'm not going to try for. There's a shuttle at 6:30. That's the one I'm going to try for. I'll go in, stay the night, come back out the next day. We'll see how that goes, how my leg feels. If my leg is still played up by the time I get there to the road, then I might look at a 0. This is lovely in the open. It's going to be warm though. I was there for an hour and a half. It felt a lot shorter. It's just, yeah, good conversation, good food, lovely coffee. Wow, that coffee was good. I don't know, it's because I haven't had coffee for a while, but yeah, that was good. When I walked up to the Trail Magic, Isaacs recognised me from my videos, and first thing he said was, "You've lost weight." I think because he hasn't seen the video since I was in the Sierras. He has, and he had a scale there. So I weighed myself. So yeah, since the start of the hike, I have lost 29 pounds, which is around 13 kgs. So that's quite a bit more than any of my through hikes, and it's pretty easy to see when you look at me. I mean, my calves are almost bigger than my thighs now. I think that's one of the biggest differences is, yeah, my thighs are just wasted away. So him and Coach did their best to try and put some of that weight back on. Had 2 helpings of breakfast, these beautiful scrambled eggs. He put some things in it that, wow, just made it amazing. Beautiful hash browns, sausages, which were, yeah, also pretty good. So you can tell he's a chef, and I'm imagining he's a pretty good one. To take that the basic food, just make it that something special. Coffee, orange juice, chocolate milk, apple, plums. I turned down the donuts because I was just so full. Oh, that was such a good experience, and lovely guys. Neat talking to them. Yeah. The good news is that rest that I had at breakfast with the wonderful trail angels, my shin has come right. Yeah, I've now been going for an hour since then, and not a single tweak from my shin, which is lovely. I'm keeping the pace pretty easy, just making sure that it stays that way, and there's no rush. Yeah, I'm not going to make the first or the mid-afternoon shuttle, so we're going to be catching the evening shuttle, so there's no point in rushing. I'm just enjoying this beautiful forest around me. Yeah, the trail's been lovely, the forest is lovely. Yeah, what a lovely road. It doesn't have a name, it's just called Paved Road. So here is the shuttle timings. So I'm probably going to be looking at the 6:30 timing, but it's another 10 miles to get to the trailhead, and no PCT lock. Alright, so 10 miles to go. Nearly stood on it. That's a big toad. That is a monster. That is huge. Not sure how close it's going to let me get, but I cannot believe how big that is. Here's my foot for comparison. Not the prettiest of toads. Look at all the crap on its back. Ew. Quite happy just sitting there, so at least I can get some good shots of it. Hey? That is big. Alright. It's a face off. Who's gonna give way? Let's play chicken. No. Oh, it flinched. I win.
Yeah, hi there. My name is Turtle. I'm from Germany, going Nobo, and we've been on trail since April, so we're happy to enjoy Washington now.
Hi, and I'm Boo Boo. I'm her twin sister. So I'm also from Germany, hiking the PCT Noble. And those two guys are Marmot and Sloth. They're also on Instagram.
So what's their Instagram?
It's hashtag Marmot and Sloth.
There you go.
Yeah, and we're having a great time.
And it was so nice meeting you.
Yeah, this is time number 4, I think.
Yeah.
So we've been leapfrogging on the trail for the last few days, and we met much earlier as well. So, yay! Happy trails!
Happy trail.
Since the breakfast trail magic, I've just been going over designs for things I want to make in my head. So my tent design, I think I've got that pretty much finalised. I'll need to play around a bit with my prototype just for the detailing, but I've got the main concept sorted for that. I've also been designing a travel bag because I still want to do a bit of travelling, so one that has got little wheels but is a backpack type, but also nice and robust for some of the rough baggage handling on the flights. And what I've been thinking about as one of my future trips is bike touring, and probably Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos area. So I've been designing some panniers for that, and also designing some bags to go bike packing, which is basically, they'll just fit on my current mountain bike, and it'll be on, rough mountain bike tracks, but overnight or a few nights long. There's a couple of trails in New Zealand that I want to ride. One is the Heafy track, which is a great walk, which for a small period of time each year gets opened up to mountain bikes. And there's a new trail on the west coast of the South Island called Old Ghost Trail, which you can either hike or mountain bike. I think it's a 3-day mountain bike. So yeah, I've been looking at different ways to do the bags. For that, I've already ordered the material for the travel pack and the bike bags. And I've haven't placed the order yet for the tent because they were out of the material that I want. But as soon as that's in stock, I'll order that. I'm trying to get it all now, and I've got a wonderful trail angel, Julie, in Seattle, who answered my call for help, and she is holding my packages, so I had somewhere to send the stuff. So I can collect it all and then bring it back home to me in New Zealand, so I'm not having to pay the international shipping costs, or buy some of the stuff in New Zealand, things like shoes, which are really expensive in New Zealand. So that's what's been going on in my mind. The last couple of days I've had earwigs. And not the insect earwig, it's what hikers call it when they get a song stuck in their head. And I had 3 different songs, so at least it was a bit of variety. But I had Halo, was one song. Save the World, Heal the World, the Michael Jackson song as another. And Hallelujah, for some reason. I'm not sure how I got that one in my head, but anyway, thankfully they've faded away. Though now that I've mentioned it, they'll probably come back. Got a visitor. Pop down right in front of me. Checking me out. Just standing there, waiting for me to kick up insects, I'm guessing. Pretty friendly. It's only a couple of meters away. Alright, this is Forestry Road number 88. Oop, where are we going? Yeah, we're going up here. Ooh, Mount Adams, you can see some snow. The rest of it's covered in clouds. Pacific Crest Trail in here. So from here, oh wow, that mountain's beautiful. It's alright, got to zoom in on that one. I'm not sure if the camera really shows it very well. There's the mountain. So from here, I now have 5.5 miles. And that will get me to Forest Service Road 23, where there's a shuttle. And it's 1:30 now, so 1:30, 5 miles to go. We'll be making the 4:30 shuttle, which is good. Gives me a little bit of extra time in town. I also think the 6:30 shuttle is going to be quite full, because I know at least 4 people who will be on it. And that bubble of hikers that was just going through the trail magic as I was leaving. There's probably a number of those that will be on that one as well. Today has been such a lovely cruisy day. It's been rolling ups and downs, lovely trail, lovely forest. Except for that last big hill I've just come up, and that had some steep gradient. I think it was 1,000 foot up. Ooh, that was a bit of a workout, but I'm up, so now it's downhill all the way to the road, which is about 2 to 2.5 miles, I think. But yeah, I've just been loving it today. It's just lovely. There's a special marker on gut hooks. Attention, there's something of scenic interest here, and it said meadow. I think this is it. It's a huge meadow. I guess it is a meadow, and it is different from the forest, and it does have little flowers. But from having a marker specifically saying meadow, because there's been lots of other meadows along the way, but this particular one was marked. I've been thinking about it, and I think my shin issue is related to my laces being too tight. And I think it's not actually the going down, but what I think it is the going down pushes my foot forward into the laces a bit more, which puts more pressure on the top of my foot, and I think it's that pressure rubs against the tendons and irritates them slightly. So since I really loosened off my laces, it got better relatively quickly. It eased off, and then that quick rest, or the rest having breakfast, when I started again, it completely stopped. I know yesterday my laces were a little tighter, and it's part of the new shoes, just adjusting to the tension. So I think that's what it is. So I'll keep my laces quite loose for the next few days, and if the shin thing doesn't come back, then I think it's the laces. So It'll be good news if that's what it is, because that's an easy fix. But it's been not a single tweak from it this afternoon, which is great, and there has been downhills. Yeah. Trout Lake, so the first one is trash and recycling. Good solid animal proof containers, and that one contains some muesli bars. There's in a list of trail angels and accommodation. Yeah. Alright, so I'm at the road. Woo-hoo-hoo. What's the time? 3:20. So I got an hour and a bit to wait, but that's alright. I'm happy with that. Sit and chill out for a bit. The general store, here's all of their packages. And they have some hiker boxes, and these are the best I've got. So I got a Snickers, I got a hot cocoa. These look interesting, mango pops. Got some muesli, some fruit strips, and a dessert, dark chocolate cheesecake mix, which looks nice. So yeah, pretty happy with that haul from a hiker box. This is because of all the Sobos still haven't got their food sorted.